recognizing two recipients of the Russell Sage College Scholar Award, Lily Dalton and Jonathan Rindov. Winner of this year's Sacred Heart University Book Award is Ryan Diedelbaum. While Ryan comes down, winning the Post-University Book Award this year, John DeBishop. The winner of this year's University of St. Joseph Book Award, Alec Newsome. Being recognized with the Salem State Book Award this year is Jack DeBishop. While Jack comes down, we have the Suffolk University Book Award this year, being awarded to Nina Peterson. Our final two junior awards tonight, the George Mason University Book Award being awarded to Jordan Gray. And the Endicott College Book Award, which goes to Noah Regalado. We are going to move into the Senior Scholarships and Awards now. And so again, I'm going to announce the award, the presenter, and the students. You guys come up together. Students, make sure you stay up here so that people can say nice things about you. Your parents can get lots of pictures. Okay? So, the first scholarship being awarded tonight is the Bernard and Ann Palmer Scholar Athlete Award. Presenting this award will be Dr. Terry Palmer. And the award this year goes to Amy Morrissey. Amy, don't go far. Don't go far. Ms. Mezzo, do we have a presenter for this award? Sorry. Amy, you're also being awarded the Robert E. and Florence D. Stauffer Scholarship.
Originally, I said I wouldn't be here, but as things changed for us, I'm glad to be able to be here and give you this honor. An absolutely outstanding student, person, you know all the rest. It was a resume that is one of the best I've ever seen. So anyway, good evening. My name is Bob Stauffer, and congratulations to all the scholarship recipients this evening in the Nordic High School class of 2024. I'm here on behalf of my four sisters to present the Robert and Florence Stauffer third annual Memorial Scholarship. This award was designed for a candidate that exemplifies the characteristics that our mom and dad personified: family values, faith, work ethic, scholastic and athletic excellence, and community involvement. The Stauffer family planted roots in Naugatuck nearly 7 decades ago. My sisters and I graduated from Naughty High in the mid-70s and early 80s. Myself and my sisters were all honor students. Well, one sister was National Honor Society, and participated in sports and club activities in the school. My mom raised 5 children, and in the early year and part of our lives in a small apartment, and was a community volunteer her whole life, and also was able to work part-time. I don't know how the heck she did it. I can't remember, but it was amazing. My dad worked 2, sometimes 3 jobs to support our family in the early days. He was a basketball and baseball standout in the mid-1940s at Naughty High. As a parent, he became... Hello? Are you guys hearing me? Or? My wife tells me I have a big mouth, but I didn't realize this. Well, that's a lot better. I don't want me to start again. So, what was I saying? My dad was involved as a coach, a referee, and a founder of sports leagues. He was involved in many civic and community organizations as well. He also helped start the Naugatuck Sports Hall of Fame, who some of you may be familiar with, now in its 50-plus years, and I'm proud to say that both he and I have been inducted. We want to thank the students who applied for the scholarship. It was actually an overwhelming decision this year with Amy. Just an incredible resume, as I said. The recipient reflects the qualities that our parents would be very proud of. Outstanding athlete, honor society student, civic-minded, hardworking, and we wish you all the best in the next chapter of your life and career to come. I'll give you Amy.
Next, I'd like to invite to the podium Miss Brenda Goodrich, who will be presenting the Western School PTO Award to Luke Diedelbaum. next I'd like to invite Miss Jonna Hunt to the podium, who will be presenting the Hillside Middle School PTO Award to Melly Yilmaz.
So good evening, everyone. First of all, let me congratulate the graduates of the class of 2024. It seems like just yesterday when so many of you were walking the halls of Hillside School. And those before and I'm sure after will mention, tonight really is one of my favorites, one of our favorite community events I think that we have here. It's awesome to see, as an educator, to see the outpouring of our community to all of our graduates. So as Mr. Harris already said, thank you to those community members that are supporting our students. Personally, I just love to come back and to see our students all grown up and ready to take on the next step in their journey. So this year's PTO scholarship goes to Melly Yilmaz. It was a really difficult choice. We had some wonderful applicants and so many this year, so I thank all the kids that applied. Ultimately, we did select Millie. His scholarship was exceptional, and he impressed us with that. And I just have such fond memories of Millie with his amazing smile, his wonderful personality. I used to joke, he used to wear a bow tie. I didn't know if you were going to have your bow tie on today. 5th and 6th grade, he always wore a little bow tie for big events. So, I wish you all the best of luck, Millie, and to all the graduates, congratulations.
Next up to the podium, Mr. Bob Mezzo, who will be presenting a scholarship in memory of Sandy Mezzo to Emily Book.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2024 and all the honorees tonight. My mom recently passed in December. She wore many hats in the community, but one of the longest that she wore was a paraeducator here in Naugatuck for 25 years, the overwhelming majority of which was in the Naugatuck High School library. My mom made many relationships through that period of time that she treasured and would talk about for many times, so we wanted to honor her with a memorial scholarship. This is actually the first one there. My mom finally retired, I think, when they asked her to turn on the computers every day, and that was her hand. But I asked Mrs. Mezzo and her team here to pick someone who would represent the first honoree so well, a lover of learning, a lifelong learner, a lover of books, a lover of reading, and someone who has a passion to do great things in life. The overwhelming recommendation was Emily Bogart, so I am very pleased to announce the first annual Sandra Mezzo Memorial Scholarship to Emily Bogart. Congratulations.
All right, I'd like to invite to the podium next Deb Lavasser and Laura Smith, who will be presenting the Naugatuck Women's Scholarship to Hannah DeCampos and Natalia Bluch.
They knew I was coming. All right, first of all, Natalia. Hi. Congratulations, not only to Natalia, but to everyone who's sitting there, okay? You've got a world to face that in my generation would never even think of, okay? They say everything has changed. Well, it has changed. For the good? Maybe. Could be better, maybe, but you are the children that are going to make it happen. And I am the Nordic Women's Club is so happy and privileged, really and truly, to help these girls standing on this stage. Because they're the ones, and the boys too, but we didn't get any from the boys. But you did come over here. You did a wonderful job on their, on their applications, and the brilliance and the courage and the words that came into these people's hands. I mean, for me, okay, I'm old, all right? But nothing has changed. Brilliance is brilliance. They got it. You want to make the world. Right. These are the children that are going to make the world better. So pray every night that you do your job. Oh, I got it almost right. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for letting us help you. The Women's Club is proud to hand you this for your future, and I know that you will need it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, all of you. All of you are going to make the world. Congratulations.
I'm going to follow that, but on behalf of the Naugatuck Women's Club, I am honored and pleased to present the scholarship award to you, Hannah. Your qualifications were excellent, and we wish you well in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
All right, next to the podium, I would like to invite Staff Sergeant Emmanuel Santos, who is going to present several awards on behalf of the U.S. Marines. These awards will be going to Luke Diedelbaum, Brianna Rubis, Angelo Bosco, and Madison Keller.
So for the musical excellence, we got Madison Keller. For the scholastic excellence. I'm only going to take a little bit longer than the next two because I hold these guys near and dear to my heart. I've been working with them for a while. Since the start of the senior year, I've been with Angela and Brianna. I remember when I first got here in May of 22, Brianna slid in my DMs on my Instagram account and said, I think I might want to be a Marine. All right, let's make it happen. But I just want you guys to know how awesome these guys are. They're constantly motivating all the other future Marines that have enlisted or trying to enlist. They actually outperformed over 150 other high schools. They are the top male and top female in the entirety of Connecticut, western side of Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. Distinguished athletes, not only for you guys at Naugatuck High School, but for the Marines as well. And I know for a fact that every single one of their teammates love them. They're They're the most humble dogs I've ever seen in my life. They kill it everywhere they go, and I'm extremely proud to be giving this and being next to them right now. So.
All right, next I'd like to invite Commander Dawn Applegate to the stage to present awards on behalf of the American Legion Post-17. These awards will be going to Christopher Teeter, Amy Morrissey, and Luke Diedelbaum.
So the Naugatuck American Legion Post-17 is a veterans organization here in town, very active in our community. And we are very fortunate this evening to be recognizing 3 students that I have known personally for probably most of their lives. All family of veterans, absolutely outstanding students and outstanding citizens. So first, I would like to acknowledge Mr. Christopher Teeter, Chris is a member of our Sons of the American Legion Squadron, so he gets a double duty there. The next 2 are actually part of our school award program. We have those certificates. So the American Legion School Award Program honors, here in Naugatuck, we honor the top male and top female student. And again, both students that I've known a long time. You've already heard about both of them because they've both been present on the stage quite a bit already. Luke has worked with us at the American Legion as a member of the Junior ROTC program. He is a scholar, he's an athlete, and a tremendous individual, and we are honored to present him with the American Legion School Award. And the next one, again, a young lady who you've seen a bit already and probably will numerous more times before the end of the evening. Miss Amy Morrissey, again, a scholar, an athlete. Amy competed. American Legion has a program we call the Oratorical Contest. Amy competed in that for her freshman, sophomore, and junior year, and absolutely dominated the competition for her time in the program. We are very proud to present with her the American Legion School Award Program. So our next 4 certificates are a little different than the others that you're going to see throughout the night. Most of the students that you're going to be recognizing this evening have applied for scholarships, are moving on to college and doing bigger, better things in higher education. Only approximately 1% of our nation serves in the United States military. And we feel it's important to recognize those students as well, because not everybody is heading to college. It's important to have people follow in our footsteps, follow in the staff sergeant's footsteps, enlist in the military, go to the service academies, and defend our great nation and the freedoms that we love. So tonight we're going to acknowledge 4 students that we are aware of that have enlisted in the United States military, 2 of which you've already met. So I would like to invite Brianna Rubis, back up. Angelo Bosco. So we already have learned that Brianna and Angelo have enlisted in the United States Marine Corps. So I'm a little saddened that the staff sergeant got to go first and steal my thunder. Sir. Also enlisting, we have Sean Davino enlisting in the United States Air Force. Sean just finished an amazing year serving as the group commander of the Nautical High School Air Force Junior ROTC program. We were honored to be present for that service today when they received all of their awards. And he did a great job this year. Hopefully he's taught the next generation how to follow in his footsteps so that program continues on strong. Commander Applegate and I are both Navy veterans. So we are very pleased with this last certificate that we are handing out. Hopefully she's here. Liana Latanovich enlisted in the United States Navy. One Navy person didn't come tonight. Hand this back off to the administrators and let them hand it off to her when she comes back to school. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Thank you very much.
All right, next I'd like to invite Staff Sergeant Austin Morgan to the podium to present some awards on behalf of the U.S. Air Force. Being awarded their Excellence in Math recognition is Sean Davino, and Excellence in Science, Luke Diedelbaum.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Staff Sergeant Austin Morgan, United States Air Force. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to all the families, students, teachers, counselors coming out to support these recipients. And a special thanks to Ms. Mezzo for allowing me to have the honor and privilege to present these awards for my second year. So the first award is I'm going to present is the Excellence in Science Award. I apologize in advance. I literally just picked up these plaques after I came back from TUI, Vermont Air Force Vacation. I made sure everything was all correct before I picked these up. But just so you're aware, they did misspell your last name by one letter. So if you want to leave me a 1-star review on Google, or you could play it kind of like that one episode of SpongeBob where they misspelled Squidward's name on the trophy. Tennis balls. Don't mind my dresses. All right, but this award goes to Luke Diedelbaum. And this last award is the Excellence in Math Award. So this person is not only the recipient of this award, but he is also the future of the United States Air Force. I met him last year when I was 2 months into recruiting at the college fair. He wanted to join. Couldn't do anything with him at that point because he was 16 years old. But 1 year later, his father calls me and says Sean wants to join the Air Force. And so he comes in, we talked, and now he's in our delayed entry program, and he will be shipping out to San Antonio, Texas in late summer. And I not only have his Excellence in Math Award, but I also have his awesome graduation sash, and I also have his acceptance letter into the Community College of the Air Force. So as soon as he goes to boot camp, he'll be automatically enrolled in college. So fun fact. So this award goes to Sean Davina.
All right, so the next series of awards is a new set of awards this year. I'm going to invite several folks up to the stage and several students up to the stage to talk about why these students are being awarded. So let me invite to the podium Kim Gallo, Julie Rosenblatt, Tatiana Feliciano, Yolanda Rivera, Joseph Toner, Nate Brown, and Gary Flacco. So you'll know Julie and Kim as two Burgesses, and the rest of these folks are from the Building Trades Training Institute. This year, these folks facilitated a course for several of our students that would allow them a pre-apprenticeship program into the trades. As a result of completing that program, they're also being awarded some scholarships tonight. So the students that these folks are going to recognize, you can start coming on up. Joshua Carter, Michael Gilroy, William Glover, Ricky Harris, Leonardo Oliveira, Hibbert Smith, Jeremy Tavares, Amario Petit, Zion Tejada, and Jordan Zahornaski.
Award nights exist in communities that value the future in the hands of its students, and this ceremony confirms that notion. Our mayor realized that development could provide opportunities for those of you that are interested in the trades, and that the trades are a part of our future. So he asked Mrs. Rosenblatt and I to put the right people together in order to make that happen. The trade unions understood the need to actively promote futures in the trades in order to strengthen their ranks. So they were happy to join us. Your principal, Mr. Harris, understands that many students learn best through hands-on experience. And so he enthusiastically joined this effort and helped all of us to make it happen for our students. Thank you to Principal Harris and to Yolanda Rivera from the Building Trades Training Institute for moving this opportunity forward in record time. Tatiana Feliciano and Casey Cornwell have become valued instructors and resources to our students as they create their professional pathways. Executive Director of BTTI, Joe Toner, President Nate Brown, and Apprenticeship Director, Mike, thank you, Barani, who I clearly haven't met, worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure that the building trades will be complemented with skilled tradesmen and women.
Tonight we honor these students for successfully completing introduction to the building trades. Each of these students traded their early dismissal for a chance to learn something new, taught in a way that suits their individual learning styles. Each of these students will go on to paid apprenticeships in building trades and will enjoy the status of preferred workers on development projects in Naugatuck. And there's a lot being developed in Naugatuck. We are proud of their willingness to become the pioneering students of this course. A partnership with professional tradesmen and women is here, and it began with these students right here.
Good evening, folks. My name is Joseph Toner. I'm the Executive Director with the Connecticut State Building Trades, and it's an honor to be in front of everyone, and I'd like to congratulate all the recipients and the graduates this evening, and I would especially like the Board of Ed, Principal Harris, and the leadership from the mayor to help bring this program to fruition. So everybody knows Naugatuck is the first community that we rolled out this program. So it's been a huge success. On behalf of the 30,000 men and women in the unionized construction industry that I'm have the honor to represent, welcoming these new 10 recipients to our family is a pleasure, and it's a highlight for this evening. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Gary Flacco. Gary Flacco is the developer of 6 Rubber Ave, where a lot of these folks are going to be working on next year. And Gary would like to say a few words.
Having me here tonight. Corvus Capital is a community development company, and what that means is we like to work with the community as we build our projects. We make various commitments to, in this case, the borough, working with Mayor S. But the most important commitment is that we hire 10% of our workforce, and sometimes even a larger amount, from the local community. And by working with the building trades and the apprentice program, we're able to achieve that. So we really look forward to working in Naugatuck. We're starting our project next year at this time, and we really look forward to working with the graduates of this program tonight, and I congratulate all the other graduates. Thank you very much.
Tonight we will present the completion certificates of the pre-apprenticeship program known as the Multi-Core Craft Curriculum through the Connecticut Building Trades Training Institute. And with this completion are industry credentials, monetary supportive services that will launch their career in the trade of their choice. Joshua Carter.
Thank you for letting us into your community, and have a good night. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to take a moment to go backwards in the program. We're going to invite Dr. Terry Palmer up. We already recognize Amy Morrissey for the Bernard and Ann Palmer Scholar Athlete Award, but I think he has another gift for Amy. So Dr. Palmer, welcome back to the stage.
Good evening. My name is Terry Palmer. This is my mother, Ann Palmer. The Bernard and Ann Palmer Student Athlete Scholarship Award is given to a student who exemplifies excellence in the classroom, is a leader amongst her peers in the classroom and on her field of play. And my mother wanted me to tell everybody that she's a graduate from Naugatuck High School, class of 1947, which is pretty hard.
our next presenter this evening is Kevin Knowles. He will be presenting the Dorothy R. Knowles scholarships to Amy Morrissey and Daniel Anderson.
I want you to know I'm taller than Bob Stauffer, who was up there before. Been on basketball courts for about 20 years in the other summer leagues. It's a hell of a basketball coach. There's no criteria for me picking my mom. My mother was born and raised in Naugatuck. She lived there almost 98 years. She was a member of the Alumni Association for over 40 years and worked for the Naugatuck Board of Education for 25 years. There wasn't anything she wouldn't do for the world of Naugatuck. Although she was very proud of being from Union City. When I was a kid, I'd say, "Where are you from?" She said, "Union City." I said, "Where's that?" Now these two young people that are receiving her award, her scholarship, I've known them both since they were little. Parents are friends of mine. Amy, I think at least once when she went, when the parents took her to Mass on Sunday, I was an usher, and she kind of go to one side and I took her by the hand and bring her back. And Dan, I've known since he was born. They're tremendous individuals, come from wonderful families. And before I forget, I want to say a little bit. From the class of 1974, 50 years ago, I want to say congratulations to the class of 2021. For the record, I haven't got a hug from a cute senior for 50 years. Danny Boy. Class of 2024, class that was 50 years ago, I wish you health, good luck, work hard, and wherever you call your next hometown, give back. Thank you.
All right, next I'd like to invite to the podium Mr. Healy and the Naugatuck Alumni Association Scholarship Committee. The Naugatuck Alumni Association awards a number of scholarships to our students each year. We are so truly grateful for their support, so I will turn it over to these folks.
Thank you, Principal Harris. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to the Naugatuck High School Scholars 2024. Again, I am the president of the Alumni Association this year. And I'd like to take a brief moment to explain what the Alumni Association is and where it started. Back in 1954, our founder, Marty Lucas, got a small group of people together with the intention of trying to help one senior out a little bit financially with going on to college. Marty himself was never able to go to college because his family just simply couldn't afford it, so this was a major thing that he was undertaking. 1 year later, in 1955, the year of our Great Flood, here in town, they issued their first scholarship for one senior, $25. And I know it doesn't sound like much, and it didn't go very far back then either, but it was a start. Tonight, I have a group here to help me issue 38 scholarships, ranging from $250 to $1,500, with a total being distributed tonight of $16,450. Just over the last 10 years, we've presented almost $200,000 to our high school seniors. All of our scholarships are either in honor of someone still living, a loved one, or in memory of someone who's passed. And several of our scholarships started in honoring and then changed into in memory of someone very important to the family. Our scholarships, again, as I said, range from $250 to $1,500. We have an awful lot of single year, 1 year, one time and done scholarships, and we're happy for each and every one of those. But we do have a few legacy scholarships. Recently, actually a couple of years ago, we had two brothers, both living out of state, one in Indiana and one in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. and they sent us a check for $15,000 with instructions that they wanted 15 $1,000 annual scholarships given out in honor of their parents who had passed away. So that's the type of thing that we have. We have another one that we got a few years back, and that was funded with $40,000 worth of donations, and the instructions simply were to give it out to a good candidate, $1,500 annually. So that's another one that will last several years into the future. Lastly, I'd like to mention that last year we received word from one of our high school alumni living now in Florida that she'd like to sponsor an annual $1,000 scholarship for the next 75 years. So we're very pleased that we're going to be around for a little while longer. Some of our single-year scholarships came about by just classes having reunions and passing a hat and coming up with a few dollars. The class of 1963, 1974, and 1980 have all done this a couple of times. So those are one-time scholarships. They give out 5 years later, 10 years later, they'll have a reunion, and they'll contact us out of the blue again, wanting to help out the current graduates. So we're very pleased with that. What makes me most proud is almost every dollar we're giving out tonight is from your alumni. People who sat in the same auditorium. It's a little different back then, but they know exactly what you're going through, and as though many of them have spread out around the country, they still remember the Greyhounds and the traditions. So I would like to challenge each one of you down the road after you finish your 4 years of college, and I am certain that you'll have no problem, as you have done successfully here at Nautic High School, that you consider sponsoring a scholarship in the future for someone important to you when you're able to. And with that, we'll begin with our scholarships.
Good evening. I'm Sharon Dowdy, Naugatuck High School, class of 1980 graduate. And I am presenting the Robert L. Genovese Scholarship to Luke Diedelbaum. This year we have 2 scholarships for the Terry Swanson Scholarship, and they go to Zachary McCaslin and Evelyn Morse. Marty Lucas Scholarship for Jet Hall. We have the Vincent Bosco Scholarship for Daniel Anderson. And the Chesluski Family Scholarship for Gayatri Vida Payhol.
Munson Scholarship. Sorry. Our first scholarship is the Beverly Munson Fogarty Scholarship for Band, which goes to Danielle McFarland. Also, the Beverly Munson Fogarty Scholarship for Cheer, which goes to Candace Smith. Is for Madison Schiller.
My name is Catherine Ely. I am from the class of 2016, and I will be presenting the Joseph and Rosemary Healy Scholarship in honor of my grandparents. I split this scholarship this year, and the first recipient is Layla Nemeth. And the second is Jalen Rose Brown.
Good evening. My name is Linda Simons Cocchiola, Naugatuck High class of 1986. Congratulations to everyone who's graduating this year. I'd like to present the Marie Murphy Mangini Scholarship to Jalen Rose Brown. Next, I have two scholarships, the Gina M. Fonseca Memorial Scholarship. One for Monica Louise, and the second for Isaiah Brown.
to Philippa.
The next award we have is the Josephine Rubino Scholarship for Giovanni. Next we have the Raymond Jerzanowski Scholarship for Willie Joseph. Next we'll have F.W. and Betty Carson Memorial Scholarship for Jet Hall. Just wondering if Christine Meyer is here. No, all right, then we'll present our last one for the Kevin Delgado Scholarship is Luke Diedelbach. Sir, we have two late arrivals here. We have two scholarships for the Naugatuck Quarterback Club. We have Andrew Tiska.
I'm sorry, I'm back again. I think I might have mispronounced a name. The Gina Fonseca Memorial Scholarship. The second scholarship is for Elijah Brown.
Hello, I'm Mary Goggin Johnson from the class of 1984. I'm here to present the Phyllis Graham Goggin Scholarship, and I'm honored to say that it is the 22nd year that my family has been able to hand this out. And it goes to Erin Bonberry.
Good evening. My name is Jeannie Shipe, class of 1970. My husband, Fred Shipe, class of 1966, was a teacher in Naugatuck and a coach in Naugatuck for almost 40 years. On November 11th in 2014, we went for an appointment and found out that he had cancer. We did not plan to tell anybody right away because it was around the holidays and we figured we'll just wait till after then. But his first chemo treatment required him to go home with a chemo pump. And true to Fred Shipe form, he was going right from chemo to coach his basketball practice. But he had to wear this pump. So because all the kids would be there and they would want to know what it was, we had to explain it to them, very briefly. And from that point on, those kids that he coached were amazing. Every group of them has been what I call his angels. They were there for him, they did anything he needed, they were his support, and he coached right up until a month before he died. It was his passion. He loved his kids, he loved coaching, he loved teaching, he just loved everything he did. And I think it shone through in everything he did. So this year's group of recipients for the Fred Shifley Memorial Scholarship are as follows. Chrissy Roberts, Lanaya Diaz, Sarah Redante, Sophia Onofrio, Erin Bomberry, David DiFilippo, and Phoebe Jagello. To all the graduates in the class of 2024, best of luck in everything you do. If you can find something you love and your job relates to that, you will never feel like you're going to work. And that's my wish for all of you. And whatever you choose to do, go out and make a difference. Make the world a better place because you were in it. Thank you.
Our next presenter is Ms. Carolyn O'Toole, who will be presenting the Paul McGrath Memorial Naugatuck Pop Warner Scholarship to Jet Hall.
Good evening. My name is Carolyn O'Toole, and I'm the president of Naugatuck Pop Warner. In 2008, Paul McGrath established Naugatuck Pop Warner Football and Cheer. Paul was known as a dedicated and passionate president who grew a program that became one of the most stable and competitive in Southern Connecticut Pop Warner. In addition to running Naugatuck Pop Warner, Paul served on the Southern Connecticut Board as the D2 Commissioner, Secretary, and at the time of his death in 2022, he was the Southern Connecticut Pop Warner League President. I'm honored to stand before you today and present the first annual Paul McGrath Memorial Scholarship scholarship to a student athlete who I believe Paul would be very proud of. This individual embodies the spirit of Naugatuck Pop Warner on and off the field. Congratulations to Jet Hall, recipient of the 2024 Paul McGrath Award.
All right, I have just a few more scholarships to present on behalf of folks connected to the Naugatuck community. Two recipients of the Edward Mariano Memorial Scholarship, Daniel Anderson and Ava DeFilippo. The recipient of the Hilden Wilson Scholarship this year is Kaylee Jacobs. Receiving the Harold Chittenden Memorial Scholarship this year is Ruby Monroe. Ruby comes down. The recipient of the Dr. Salvatore Catania Scholarship this year is Intisir Iqbal. Receiving the Sharon Locke Scholarship this year is Janasia Marrero, and the Seth Reichert Memorial Scholarship, Yolanda Warden. I have two scholarships to present on behalf of Cross Street Intermediate School. The Cross Street Staff Scholarship goes to Sophia Onofrio, and the Cross Street PTO Scholarship to Layla Nemeth. And at this time, I would like to invite to the podium Dr. Mark Villette. He will be presenting the Robert D. Villette Journalism Scholarship to Jalen Kitty Bethea.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the students and to your families. So my name is Mark Villette, class of 2001. I'm here tonight on behalf of my mother, Bonnie, who's in the audience, as well as the rest of my family, to present the Robert D. Villette Scholarship for Journalism. So my father, Robert Villette, graduated Naughty in 1963 before going to UConn, and then entering and serving in the U.S. Army during the Vietnam era. While in the Army, my father taught journalism to representatives from across the armed services and developed a passion for the field. After returning, he continued his career at the Waterbury Republican newspaper, where he worked for the next 40 years and reached the level of managing editor. During this time, he raised a family of 3 children with my mom in Naugatuck, and then my father retired after falling very ill after suffering a stroke. So over 20 years ago when I was in high school, we didn't have the fancy websites like ChatGPT, but it was very nice having a managing editor as a father because I would just hand him all my bad writing and he would turn it around. That got me through a lot of literature classes. So this scholarship, given in my father's name, is awarded to an outstanding student aspiring to pursue journalism, either as a hobby or as a career. We also give this award as a thank you to the community who came together to support my father and our family during his illness. So with that said, it's my absolute pleasure to give this scholarship tonight to Jalen. Thank you.
All right, I'd like to invite to the podium Ms. Carla Shea, who will be presenting the Frank Speck Shea Scholarship to Nathan Gendron.
Good evening and congratulations to the class of 2024. On behalf of my family, I am here to present the Frank Speck Shea Memorial Scholarship. We began offering this scholarship after my grandfather's passing in 2002. This has been a very special way for us to honor his memory and help support a graduating senior. My grandfather lived in Naugatuck his entire life. He was a proud resident and helped start many programs for the town during his tenure as the park department superintendent. After graduating from Naugatuck High School and serving during World War II, he played for the New York Yankees and the Washington Senators. In 1947, he and rookie Yogi Berra were the first rookie battery to win a World Series game. He is also credited as the winning pitcher in that year's All-Star game. While my family and I are deeply proud of his accomplishments on the field, we are even more proud of what a great person he was. He was a great storyteller, had a great sense of humor, and was always willing to help someone out. We are overwhelmed by stories we hear from someone that knew him and the effect that Speck Shea had on them. We ask that the candidates submit essays on how participating in sports has been beneficial and how it will help them succeed in college and beyond. We also ask them to share a story of their most memorable moment during their high school sporting career. We feel this year's recipient shares the love of sports and the dedication my grandfather showed to his teammates and family. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Frank Speck Shea Memorial Scholarship, Nathan Gendron.
All right, I'd like to invite to the podium Mr. Bob Sagendorf and Mr. Cliff Kiernan, who will be presenting awards on behalf of the Naugatuck Exchange Club to Amy Morrissey and Justin Romer.
As you know, I'm no stranger to a microphone. My journey from Naugatuck High School began on June 20th, 1972, when Mary Casey, my English teacher, said, "Sagendorf, if that book report is not on my desk in the morning, you'll never leave this building." I guarantee you it was there. And my journey of 49 years in radio and television began. I started locally. I moved to CBS in New York, then became the first employee of and the primary architect of ESPN Radio. Became the voice of ESPN Television. Went on to work with Sony Records and Billy Joel and Carlos Santana. And then worked locally at Connecticut Public Television. I share this with the class of 2024 because you can go to Naugatuck High School. You can succeed in life. The world is your palette. Use it. Fear not the future. Embrace it and paint your own picture. Congratulations. We have 3 awards tonight. The ACE Award, which is accepting the challenge of excellence, is one which recognizes the high school senior who has overcome great physical, emotional, or social obstacles. Now eligible for graduation, our club is proud to announce and congratulate Justin Romer. Apologize. The Naugatuck Exchange Club has been a fabric of the Borough of Naugatuck for 75 years. Our Youth of the Year and Scholarship Committees are separate and individual parts of our foundation. For the first time in our 75-year history, we have one winner of both awards. Can you guess? The Youth of the Year Scholarship is awarded to a student who has shown both academic and leadership excellence. This outstanding young lady has also been named the Connecticut Youth of the Year. She will now move on to the national competition for Youth of the Year. Our 4-year, $8,000 scholarship is awarded to this young lady who is attending an accredited college university in the fall. She has displayed not only academic leadership qualities, but her values and her family's values mirror that on the Exchange Club's motto, Unity for Service. These are rooted in the foundations of family, community, and country. We are pleased, honored, and very happy to make this award to Amy Morrissey. Amy Morrissey.
All right, next up to the podium is Mark LaFortune, who will be presenting scholarships on behalf of the Naugatuck Rotary, as well as the Greel Family Scholarship for Leadership. The Rotary scholarships this year go to Amy Morrissey, Luke Diedelbaum, and Justina Jasinski. The Greeley Family Scholarship is being awarded to Madison Schilling.
First and foremost, to all the students here today, congratulations, and may your futures be bright, your dreams boundless, and your impact immeasurable. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Naugatuck, it is my honor to present this year's scholarships to these 4 wonderful individuals. We put together a committee that really goes through the applications, and these 4 really stood out amongst all of them that came in. Rotary's motto is service above self. So I hope that you take that motto and you bring it out into the real world. So for the Greel Family Scholarship, we have Madison Schilling. And then for the other 3 Rotary scholarships, we have Justina Jasinski, Luke Diedelbaum, and Amy Morrissey. Congratulations.
Next to the podium is Mr. Gene Massa, who will be presenting the Tim Massa Memorial Scholarship to Nathan Gendron and Jed Hall.
Tim Master Scholarship is awarded in memory of our son who loved playing baseball and football for Norton and was proud to wear the garnet and gray. This year we are honored to award 2 scholarships. Both recipients have demonstrated these qualities as they proudly and humbly represented Naugatuck High School athletics. Recipients obviously are Jet Hall and Nate Jennifer.
Our next presenters are Mr. and Mrs. Bachaglia, who will be presenting the Bachaglia Family Scholarship in memory of William D. Capone to Gabriella Peterza.
Congratulations to all honorees tonight. It is our real pleasure to be with you on your special night of recognition. Our 3 children gave a most wonderful Christmas gift to my husband Joe and me. They renewed for the 17th consecutive year at Naugatuck High School the Bachaglia Family Scholarship in memory of William D. Capone. A special thank you to Mrs. Muzzo and the guidance team for coordinating with our son Joe. Originally, applying students must have attended grade 5 at Central Avenue School, where I was the secretary for 18 years. My family knew how much students and my community meant to me. William D. Capone was my baby brother. Our committee and I thank all who applied. You are worthy and amazing people who will continue to do your good in the world. This year's William D. Capone Scholarship recipient is Gabriella Peterza.
All right, the next presenter is the advisor of our National Honor Society chapter, who will be presenting scholarships on behalf of the National Honor Society to Amy Morrissey, Luke Diedelbaum, Lauren Umland, Jaleese Roman, and Melly Yildiz.
Congratulations, all the graduates of 2024 from a graduate of 1974. Kevin Knowles and I went to school together, so he looks better than I do. The Honor Society has always recognized the Earth Scholarship by providing an award to the student in the society with the highest grade point average. But in 2014, the Joan Dillon Worsinger chapter of the National Honor Society began raising money to support monetary awards to recognize all 4 of the foundational pillars of the society. Those are the scholarship, character, community, and leadership. This year, our students, they all wanted to thank the generous support from our teachers and staff who helped to raise the funds which have made these monetary awards possible. We have a very generous and dedicated staff here. The awards representing the other 3 pillars are determined by students submitting a brief essay detailing how they embody one of these pillars. It's always very difficult to choose, and they're all very exemplary, perfectly written, and at times extremely touching. This year was no exception. In fact, we even had a tie for one of the categories. And I do want to, before I give the awards, just say thank you to all of our members and their parents. You make our jobs here easy, and you're a source of pride and inspiration to all of those who walk for awards. It's a privilege to be the Honor Society advisor, especially with this group. This year, in the area of character, this student assumes many roles in addition to the rigorous course load, and does so always with a smile and helpful heart. She wrote about her experience growing up in a difficult environment, calling her early years an ordeal where she learned the harsh realities of the world and the complexities of freedom. The student has turned adversity into motivation and strength. In fact, it's made her stronger and more determined than ever to be the very, very best she could be. She reflects in her essay, "It was the journey that forced me to grow, adapt, and embrace the best version of myself. I gained self-awareness and understood the need to balance compassion with self-preservation." This year's winner of the $250 award for character, I'm proud to say, is Jalise Roman. In the area of service, this student wrote about working in a summer leadership academy. They wrote, "It has left a permanent impact on my own personal growth. The experience served as a profound reminder of the privilege and blessing that I have been afforded, and humbled me to witness the resilience and determination of the students. They persevere in the face of adversity with unwavering courage and grace. Their stories served as a significant reminder of the importance of gratitude and empathy, prompting me to reflect on my own blessings and to nurture a deeper sense of appreciation for the smallest joys and privileges." And this year's winner of the $250 award for service, you've seen him here before, Melly Yilman. Our second award in the area of service goes to another truly exceptional young student. This student has taken our flagship service and made it stronger than ever. I was really surprised when I read her essay that it didn't speak to all of the countless students that she helps as one of our tutor liaisons. She writes about her personal experience with a friend fighting a mental illness. She was so impacted that she spent days researching how she could help. They suffer too long in silence. This is not a character flaw or a sign of personal weakness. It's a constant struggle with no hope in sight. This impacted her so much so that she started a chapter of Active Minds in our school. And now students who no longer have to suffer in silence because they have access to help. She writes, "I realize that the most deep-rooted problems are often hidden from view, and I'm committed to continuing to promote mental health awareness and support those in need of services. No one deserves to struggle alone." This year's winner of, again, a $250 scholarship is Lauren Elmwood. In the area of leadership, this was the most difficult to determine, as our membership is composed of many fine leaders. But if you knew this student, and I had the distinct pleasure of working with him for a month earlier this year, he's exceptional. He writes about the importance of listening and putting people before winning. We've heard this one before, right? He goes on to describe a young man under his tutelage who had an addiction. He describes it like quicksand, impossible to escape when within its snares without outside help. He found that sometimes leadership is just being a friend, that sometimes all it takes for someone to turn their life around is to have a good friend with them. Not just someone to talk to, but someone who will actively listen and support them to make the needed changes to their lives. This young man will never let you down. He is truly extraordinary. This year's winner of the $250 for leadership is none other than Luke Dietel. In the area of scholarship, this student is a source of immense pride for Naugatuck High School. Like all our members, she's highly regarded by the students, faculty, and staff. Her infectious smile and boundless energy is just the tip of the iceberg. She is intelligent, polite, respectful, caring, community-minded, compassionate, humble, and kind. Her list of accomplishments is endless. And anyone who's ever had the opportunity to know her is truly blessed. She presents herself with elegance and grace and carries a quiet strength which makes her mature beyond her years. She submitted essays where she wrote about feelings of hope while watching girls treat each other with compassion and respect. She talked about in another essay, great sense of pride in Naugatuck, where she's a board member for the Youth Services Program, providing young people with resources to improve their lives. But perhaps her most defining moment was when she took action to save a teacher who was in distress. She writes, "We can't trust our minds because our minds will reel with a million possible outcomes. What never fails is our heart. My heart knew that life was immeasurable, so I took action." This is who she is. And it'll be bittersweet to watch her walk across the stage and then off to Harvard. But I'm honored to have known her and will miss her terribly. And I'm happy to present this award for $250 to our top student, Amy Morrissey.
All right, next up to the podium are Caroline Semenoff and Melissa Teeter, who will be presenting 2 scholarships on behalf of the Naugatuck Greyhound Band Association to Dane McFarland and Christopher Teeter.
I'm here to present 2 awards, 2 of our great Naugatuck High School marching band students. I just would like to recognize all of our seniors. If you're a member of the Naugatuck marching band, you know dedication and perseverance and talent, and we got 2 of the best here. So, with that said, I would like to congratulate Dan McFarland. He was our second year for our front ensemble. He kind of took it last minute and dove right in. He's always very positive, very smiley, and anyone who knows Dane knows he knows how to clap. So, Christopher Teeter in our marching band program for 5 years. He's the spirit of our band. I mean, thoroughly. He is a very talented brass player. He's been our tuba soloist. He had a very popular solo in our fall program this year, and he's just really just a symbol of the Naugatuck High School marching band, and we're very proud of him.
All right, our next presenters are Marilyn O'Donnell and Akshay Nanda, who will be presenting Community Service Awards on behalf of the Naugatuck Parent School Council to Monica Luis, Justina Jasinski, Amy Morrissey, and Ava DeFilippo.
Congratulations to all, and we have 4 winners who are starting to show outstanding community service, which is important in our community.
In my life before becoming a high school principal, I was a high school social studies teacher, a teacher of American history, and so I'm very honored to present the Trumbull Porter Outstanding Student of American History Award this year to Luke Diedelbaum. next presenter is Ms. Lorraine Soto, who will be presenting the City Hill Middle School PTO Scholarship to Amy Morrissey.
Congratulations to all the the honorees, and all of the 2024 class that's graduating. I can't say anything else that everybody else hasn't said about this wonderful young lady. So we're here to present on behalf of the City Hill Middle School PTO scholarship for you, and have a living life.
All right, next on stage are Mrs. Rosa Rabimbas and Ms. Jolie Dino Guerrero, who will be presenting 5 scholarships on behalf of the Naugatuck High School Portuguese American Club to Daniel McFarland, Ava DeFilippo, Jaleese Roman, Hannah DeCampos, and Amy Morrison.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to take a quick moment and just acknowledge all of the great work and organization that truly goes into putting this evening together. So to the Principal Harris and the Associate Principal Mezzo, to the Guidance Department, and everyone who had a hand in putting this together. It's a lot of work. Saw it firsthand, and I know that it takes a lot of communication and organization, so it's greatly appreciated. So as indicated, my name is Rosa Rabimbas, and I'm happy to be joined this year by Jolie Dino Guerrero, which many of you are familiar with her probably as the Associate Secretary to Associate Principal Mezzo here at the high school. Congratulations to all of the students of the class of 2024. We are fortunate to be able to present these scholarships tonight on behalf of the Naugatuck High School Portuguese American Scholarship Fund in memory of Mario and Amelia Antunes. Mario and Amelia Antunes immigrated to this country and specifically to the borough of Naugatuck with their 5 children. Both Mario and Amelia value the importance of a good education for their children. Their children have obtained a wonderful education and are now successful professionals with families of their own. These scholarships are made in their memory of their parents, as the children's way of paying it back. The Antunes families wishes each student here today a bright, healthy, and successful future. The selection committee has granted awards to 5 students this year, totaling $6,000. The recipients are as follows. And I'll have Jolie present it. $1,000 to Danielle McFarland. $1,000 to Ava Liddy DeFilippo. $1,000 to Jaleese Roman. $1,000 to Hannah DeCampos. $1,000 to Amy Morrissey. And we haven't heard it before, but I'm a proud alumni of the class of 1994.
Congratulations to the class of 2024. I'm so happy that this year we'll actually see you graduate. When you were in 8th grade, we shut down and we didn't get a chance. We had to do it by video, so this will be really thrilling for me. Congratulations to all of you. I'm pleased to be able to hand out the first 2 awards on behalf of Salem School. The first one is the Salem School Carl Trombley Scholarship to Amy Morrissey, and the second one is a PTO scholarship to Autumn Tansley. While we're calling Autumn up, I'd like to pronounce Dawn Lafferty Hoshbrook Memorial Scholarship to Christina Roberts. she's coming here, can I pronounce the Wendy Ruggieri Music Scholarship to Chase Oli? The Thomas Wilson Kirby Memorial Musical Award to Joe Cervone. And the Mary Ellen Marks Memorial to Erin Barberi. And the Naugatuck Teachers League to Christina Roberts. I'd like to call up Jill Walsh and Joanna Dinkle for the next series of awards.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so honored to be here tonight to award the 3rd annual Tim Walsh Memorial Scholarship on behalf of my late husband. Tim was a history teacher at NHS for 24 years, class of 1988. I was 95. Before attending Gettysburg College. Every year we select a Naugatuck swimmer to receive Tim's scholarship. This senior must be a good student, display great character, and be dedicated to the Naugatuck swim program. I know that Tim will approve of our choice this year because the young man we selected is enlisting in the United States Marine Corps before attending college. Tim's father served in the United States Air Force, and my father served in the United States Army. We were both raised to honor the flag, love our country, and always show respect to men and women in uniform. So it makes sense for us to choose a young man and swimmer, of course, with similar values to receive this scholarship. So on behalf of Tim's entire family, I would like to present Angelo Bosco.
Good evening and congratulations to all of those being honored tonight, families, friends, and the class of 2024. As a Naugatuck High School staff member and an alumni of Naugatuck Public Schools, class of 93, I am honored to present these next 4 scholarships. The Andrew Avenue PTO Award to Jet Hall. The Maple Hill School PTO to Christina Roberts. The Hop Brooks School PTO to Callista Ruggles. And the Paul Sievertson Science Department Award goes to Zariah Plaswhite. like to call Mr. Anthony Jones and Madison Schilling to the podium for the Caesar and Geraldine Ruggieri Arts Commission Award.
Hello, good evening. My name is Anthony Jones. I'm here on behalf of the Naugatuck Arts Commission. We're the folks who organize the summer concerts on the Green, among other things. While I'm at it, let me just mention that the Arts Commission encourages members of the community to come to our meetings and get involved. We are looking for people to help us do more than just facilitate the arts in Naugatuck, whether that be through music, plays, dance, design. If you'd like to make something happen, we'd love to have you. Our next meeting is going to be next Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Town Hall. But now to the business at hand. Since it was started in 1986 by Caesar Ruggieri, the Naugatuck Arts Commission has served to promote and celebrate the arts in Naugatuck. Through the Caesar and Geraldine Ruggieri Scholarship Program, we seek to encourage students to pursue the study and creation of art. This year's recipient will pursue her love of music and music education at Western Connecticut State University. We wish her all the best in that endeavor. Please join me in congratulating the winner of this year's Caesar and Geraldine Ruggieri Scholarship, Madison Schilling.
Naugatuck Administrators Negotiating Association Scholarship. I'd like to award this to Danielle McFarland. The Camille B. Perugini Charitable Trust Scholarship goes to Caitlin Chang. I know she wasn't able to be with us. The Andre Powell Naugatuck High School Scholarship is awarded to two students this year, Jalen Kinney Bethia and Giovanna Nutt. Memorial Nursing Scholarship awarded to Layla Nemeth.
All right, our next presenters are Mr. Jim Sullivan and Mr. Bobby Kennedy, presenting the Robert F. Sullivan Senior Scholarship to Aaron Bomberry.
coached Naugatuck High School basketball team for 6 years, guiding them to the finals of the Class L State Championship in 1974. That's about it. Congratulations.
Hey, Judge, I'm sorry, you have this award too. All right, next on the stage is our athletic director, Mr. Brian Mariano, who will be presenting a series of athletic scholarships.
Hi, folks. We have the Naugatuck Quarterback Club given to Jet Hall. We have the Naugatuck Hall of Fame Barry Lockwood Scholarship for 2 recipients, Layla Nemeth and Jet Hall. The Naugatuck Volleyball Booster Club, we have a series of them. Kaylin Benalzakar, Lanaya Diaz, Emily Fine, Monica Luis, Kaylianis Rivera Vasquez, and Zara Bayona. Naugatuck Baseball Scholarship. We have Andrew Tiska, Dylan Sepulveda, and Alex Texera. The Naugatuck Boys Soccer Scholarship, we have 2 recipients, Daniel Anderson and Melly Yamaz. To present the Naugatuck High School Girls Swim and Dive Team Scholarships to the following: Elizabeth Aresta, Tara Fitzgerald, Amy Morrissey, and Brianna Reeves. Anthony Soldier.
For our NHS girls basketball, we have a few recipients. Erin Bomberry, Lanaya Diaz, Amy DiFilippo, Phoebe Gigello, and Sarah Rodente. For our NHS track and field, we have two recipients, Daniel Anderson and Zara Bayonne. For our NHS cross-country team, we have two recipients, Zachary McCasland and Luke Dieterbaum. And for our Josh Ruscio Scholarship, we have two award winners, Luke Dieterbaum and Christina Roberts.
On behalf of the Naugatuck Girls Soccer Team from the Naugatuck Girls Booster Club, myself and our other two coaches are so proud to announce Ava DiFilippo and Layla Nemeth.
Our next two speakers were unable to be here. Paul Singley is literally coaching Union City Little League, so he couldn't be here to present. And Jay Fidalgo was hoping to be here. His grandfather is who the scholarship is in memory of, Fred Sekowski. So I'm so pleased to say that this is my last year as a parent watching someone at Union City Little League. And regardless of whether your student goes on to play forever, Union City is a place where friendships are made, obstacles can be, addressed, and kids learn so much about teamwork. So I'm so happy to present this award to 8 students. I'll just call you all up at once. Jet Hall, Andrew Tishka, Nate Gendron, Sophia Nafrio, Zara Bayone, Erin Bobberry, Phoebe Chigello, and Christina Roberts. I'd like to call Michelle Ethier and Andrew Tiska, who is the recipient of the Sean T. Hiscock Award.
So my brother Sean was an amazing son, friend, and teammate. He always valued his family and friends to the largest extent. He was a very laid-back, happy, and genuine individual. His smile constantly lit up any room he entered. Friends to him were more like family. He held them to the same standard and held them above most. He was there when you needed him, a shoulder to cry on, and a light to those who needed to be lifted up. Tonight, I'm extremely honored to present this scholarship in memory of my brother Sean. We began the scholarship 20 years ago to honor him after his passing. We wanted to acknowledge a student who represents the same qualities as my brother did and who values his family and friends just as much as Sean. Not only does this recipient hold his friends, family, and close to him in life itself, but he also carries their value onto the field. On behalf of the Hiscock family, congratulations. Take care.
All right, folks, we are in the home stretch. We have 3 recipients this year of the Julia Whittemore Scholarship for English and Social Studies. They are Janasia Marrero, Giovanna Nutt, and Tegan Curtis. Winning the Manweiler Scholarship in Math this year, also Tegan Curtis. Winning the Manweiler Scholarship in Business, Justina Jasinski and Danielle McFarland. Scholarships in Science this year, Andrew Tiska, Tegan Curtis, and Justin Russell. And being awarded the June Kinch Art Scholarship, Natalia Page. And our last round of scholarships all come from the Naugatuck High School Scholarship Fund. They are awarded this year to Kaylin Ben Alcazar, Tegan Curtis, Ava DeFilippo, Amy Evans, Max Hammond, Kaylee Jacobs, Giovanna Nutt, Janasia Herrera, Sarah Rodente, Andrew Tiska, and Nelly Jimenez. All right. It is now my honor and privilege to conclude tonight's ceremony by announcing the top students in the graduating class of 2024. And the first person to welcome back to the stage, our class essayist, is Luke Diedelbaum. Best way to describe Luke Diedelbaum is that he is an old soul, mature and wise beyond his years. He is confident, respectful, charismatic, determined, and passionate. He is a motivated student who strives for excellence in everything he does. Luke is the type of student that gives hope for the future, knowing he will undoubtedly make a positive contribution to society. To say that Luke has excelled during his time in high school is an understatement. He has strategically taken challenging courses, with every class having been at the honors or AP level, and he has always met with success, earning his spot at the top of his class. Aside from academics, Luke has also participated in various ways in his high school community. As a member of the Air Force JROTC program, he has earned his way to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel, making him second in command of the program, leading his peers in various activities and drills. One of the accomplishments he is most proud of is spearheading the organization of an ROTC ceremony for a classroom to be renamed and dedicated to a recently deceased Naugatuck veteran. Additionally, Luke is a class officer, swim team member holding the title of captain this year, and a participant on both the track and cross-country teams as well. Outside of school, Luke has found a passion for playing the piano and for archery, where he placed third at the state nutmeg games for his age group. Additionally, Luke understands the importance of giving back to his community and does so without hesitation through various opportunities. Luke's hard work and determination is evident both academically and through his extracurricular involvements. His confidence, charisma, the Riz, as the kids call him these days, and his infectious positive attitude consistently shine through no matter the task at hand, which is why there is no doubt that he will go on to do great things at Boston College this fall. Congratulations. All right, the salutatorian of the class of 2024, Ms. Lauren Umland. To describe Lauren Umland as a student and as an individual is a remarkable task. She truly is a genuinely rare young woman. Some may use the words humble, gracious, dedicated, and resourceful to describe her. Whenever you see Lauren, she always has a smile on her face. Yep. Lauren is the type of student every teacher hopes to have in their classroom and embodies the character even adults aspire to have. Ranked second in her class, Lauren is undoubtedly brilliant and capable, and not only does she have natural ability, but she puts in the effort and the hard work to improve daily. This quality is something not only her teachers have observed, but any adult that has had the pleasure of working with her. Lauren is continually asking for feedback and making adjustments with a please and a thank you each step of the way. Noteworthy of Lauren is her passion and dedication to climate change and community improvement. Throughout Lauren's time at Naugatuck High School, she has immersed herself in every opportunity to support these causes. Some notable activities of involvement include holding the title of Executive Director of the United States Human Nature Project, several research and conservation projects, tutor liaison for the Greyhound Tutors, student representative of the Naugatuck Board of Ed Health and Wellness Committee, founder of the Student Mental Health Alliance, and so much more. Her drive and dedication to making those around her live happier and healthier lives is evident in everything she does. Lauren is a student who will succeed at anything she does in life with grace and an extended helping hand. She has earned recognition for her hard work and dedication throughout her 4 years at NHS And in her future studies, Lauren plans to pursue international relations and political science at Boston University, with the hopes of one day helping solve global concerns and promote international collaboration. Lauren, congratulations. Can I get a drum roll? The valedictorian of the Naugatuck High School class of 2024 is Amy Morrissey. Amy Morrissey is a remarkable young lady with exceptional talent and outstanding character. Throughout her time here at Naugatuck High School, she has made incredible contributions to our school and the greater community. Some of these accomplishments include class president, president of the National Honor Society, National Merit Scholarship finalist, Student Equity Board representative, Board of Education Curriculum Committee student representative, member of Naugatuck Youth Services Board of Directors, and the 2023 American Legion Oratorical Contest state finalist. Recently, Amy participated in Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's Student Visionaries of the Year campaign, where she helped raise money for blood cancer research. With a true ability to lead and unite diverse groups of people, Amy inspires change, promotes empathy, and is a wonderful role model to her peers. As a side note, Amy, if my own children grow up to be half the people that you are, I will be a proud father. In the fall, she will embark on a new adventure at Harvard College, where she will focus a concentration in government and be among those inspired to be future world leaders, visionaries, researchers, and change makers. Amy, congratulations. Tonight's ceremony would not have been possible without the hours upon hours of work put in by our school counselors, our secretaries, and especially the organizational leadership of Mrs. Mezzo. So big thanks to all of you folks. And many thanks to all of you, the families who have made these students possible. We are so deeply grateful that you've shared 4 years of your kids with us. That concludes the program this evening. Thank you for attending and have a safe trip home.